What is up? I'm Sergeant Ballistic, but you guys can call me Brian. Thank you for checking out this video. Today we're going to get a bit of pleasure for our ears as I review this. This is the Sound Blaster E5 USB DAC and portable headphone amp. Now I already did an unboxing and overview of this, so if you haven't seen that, be sure to go check that out and then come back and we'll get into it. So basically this thing acts as an external sound card. It has a ton of features, but you can hook it up to almost any device that you may want, be it your desktop PC, your laptop, or a console for gaming, or even a smartphone. So in the box it comes with everything most users will need, that is people on Windows, console, or an Android device. Everything included is of pretty good build quality, including the stand, which is very nice for showing off the device on your desk. So for build quality, this thing gets really high marks. It's got a nice solid build construction with no flex at all. Has a nice mixture of materials and finishes. The buttons have a nice tactile feel and very defined, so you can easily find them if they're say in your pocket or your bag and you just kind of want to shut it off, shut it on, or turn on a feature. Also, the rubberized back is great for protecting your device if it's attached to it, and it will help it not slip around your desk all that much when it's sitting in your setup. I really like the way it looks. I do appreciate Sound Blaster using a little bit of restraint with the color scheme. I think this nice black finish will fit into a lot more setups. So in terms of size, the thickness is really the determining factor here, and it's about the thickness, I'd say, of a similar capacity external battery. Oddly enough, it's almost too small to fit onto my Note 4 with the included elastic straps without just being weird. So in terms of versatility and features, this thing is unrivaled at its price point. It's got connectivity out the wazoo, Bluetooth with NFC, optical line in and out, a mic in, has a built-in mic, and it supports OTG for your smartphone. That's just kind of absurd how many things you can connect this thing to. It works with PC, Mac, Android, iOS, and Xbox. Gives you the ability to record audio on your smartphone or computer. And it's actually got some pretty nice high-end components. All of this helps it support 24-bit 192 kilohertz high-resolution audio with a 120 decibel signal to noise ratio, and the internal amp supports headphones up to 600 ohms. It's got super high-end wireless music streaming, and one really cool thing is that it has an internal 3200 milliamp hour capacity battery, which you can actually charge your Android device off of, but that should boast about 8 hours, they say, of Bluetooth playback time. So in terms of sources for music, I primarily use Spotify Premium, which allowed me to turn on their high quality 320 kilobits per second bitrate. I actually used 3 different pairs of headphones for testing this. Primarily, I used the Audio-Technica ATH M50Xs as my daily drivers in terms of headphones. I also tested it with the Sony MDR 7506, which are super flat. And for gaming, I switched between the M50Xs and the Audio-Technica ATH 8700Xs, which are open back. So in terms of volume, this thing really boosts your audio signal in a good way. And even with headphones like the M50Xs, which have relatively low impedance, I noticed I got a lot more sound and better quality just by being able to turn up the volume and really let them stretch your legs. If you have a medium to high quality pair of headphones, you're definitely probably missing out if you're listening straight out of your laptop or computer in most cases. Listening to Kanye West's Love Lockdown, and you don't get much more of a bassy and percussive song than this. The bass holds together pretty well even at higher volumes. I did notice the volume sometimes dropping back compared to the bass especially. Also listen to Fourplay's Maxo Man, and listening for highs, I noticed more pronounced and discernible cymbals without them becoming too shrill or unbearable at high volume. This held true for the most part listening to Miles Davis's Blue and Green, where the snare brush work was really nice and discernible as well, but at higher volumes I did notice the highs, like the trumpet, get a bit piercing and fatiguing. The tunability and adjustment is pretty good. When plugged into the Windows PC, it actually controls the actual system volume on the PC. So overall, I'd say for the sound signature, this is a little V-shaped with a little bit of enhancement in the highs, the trebles, and a nice warm signature down in the bass frequencies. I was actually able to take my M50Xs and with the EQ just boost the bass up to the point where they were actually shaking on my head. If you listen to EDM or hip hop or other bass heavy things, and maybe you have a pair of headphones for monitoring and they aren't very bass heavy, you can definitely use this to get the type of sound signature that you're looking for. So in terms of gaming on console, I mainly use my Xbox One, and this thing is great for being able to use a nice pair of headphones like the ATH AD700Xs to be able to get a really nice bright sound stage. This device does not support surround or virtual surround. As far as I can tell, it's only stereo. It also doesn't feature anything like chat versus game audio balance. So in terms of PC gaming, the experience was pretty much what I was used to from using my Sound Blaster Z internal card. The bass forward sound signature actually helped out headphones like the AD700Xs, which have fairly subdued bass without any EQ. So with Bluetooth, I'm actually surprised with how well and how far along Bluetooth sound has come in just the last couple of years. I did notice some difference between the wired connection, but this is definitely a great option. So for drivers, the device is actually plug and play on Windows, so you don't have to download anything. It does take a little while for it to discover the device and to install the proper drivers, but you can just use it out of the box. However, the software can help you get the best out of the product. It's got crystal voice support, which is fun for changing your voice and trolling people in games. Scout mode helps you modify the audio signature for better localization. On Android, you actually have to download two different apps. One is just a driver app or service, and the other is the actual Sound Blaster Central app, which you need to be able to use either host mode or Bluetooth pairing. In the app, you can control what devices it will pair to. By default, it has this feature which automatically connects devices that it's been paired to in the past whenever they are in close proximity. So I had to turn that off, and I recommend you do the same. But you can set up custom profiles for certain devices. Use Crystal Voice pretty much the exact same way you would on PC, and the SBX Pro Studio lets you set custom signatures for what the XBX button actually does on the device. And then finally, Equalizer has different profiles for certain specific genres and allows you to tune those to your liking. So overall, I think this device is actually pretty great, and I can definitely recommend it for a lot of people. If you're looking for an external card or DAC or headphone amp with just the most features you can find for $200, you should definitely look at this. If you are someone who wants to have better sound coming out of your laptop or even your PC, if it has a lower to mid-range motherboard with bad integrated sounds, this can definitely improve your listening experience. If you want a consistent listening experience all across all of your devices, then you can definitely use this on, like I said, your PC, your Mac, your console, your mobile device, just anything you can think of pretty much. And finally, if you just got a nice pair of cans that you don't think you're getting the most out of because your device just can't push enough sound or high quality sound to it, then you can definitely look to pick this up and improve your listening experience. And as for reasons you might not want to pick this up, this does not support digital or virtual surround, so it's not a direct replacement for the Astro Mix Amp. And finally, since this is a little bit of a jack of all trades, it does a lot of things pretty well. You can probably find some unitaskers, a standalone $200 DAC or a standalone $200 amp, which might please your ears a little bit better in terms of the sound signature. But for the number of features you're getting, it's definitely worth it to pick this up for $200 if that's not a problem for you. I would say that maybe including a short micro USB cable for those who really want to use this as a portable headphone amp would be great. Something super short like 4 inches. Also, a lot of people I noticed were looking for something to replace or get instead of the Astro Mix Amp. So if you could support 7.1 virtual surround sound and allow for people to be able to mix the kind of chat volume and the in-game volume, then you'd probably pick up a few customers for this. And finally, a single app for Android. It was a little bit of a pain having to download 2 apps. Now, Sound Blaster does have the higher end and more expensive X7 kind of desktop external sound card, which I will be taking a look at in the future. So definitely give this video a like if you want to see what I think of that. I think that this will be becoming my primary listening device at work, so I can get high quality sound out of my laptop, and when I roam around with my cell phone or if I'm using one of our gaming devices, I can get a nice consistent sound experience at work with a higher end pair of headphones. So that is it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up to let me know whether you want to see more videos like this in the future, or if you didn't like it, give it a thumbs down, but try to leave a comment to let me know what you think I can improve. I've got my Amazon affiliate link in the description below where you can find this, and if you use it when you buy things, I get a small kickback and it helps out the channel. I'm looking to do some nice upgrades to my camera equipment and some sound stuff in the future. So subscribe to the channel, follow me on social media stuff. Thank you guys for checking out this video. I'll see you in the future.
Keep
We're going. That's it. I'm done.